Those was good.
Tired.
All of us. Oh man.
Have y'all heard of what's it called? Fox Stockton? Fort Stockton?
I heard of Fort Stockton. What's that?
Is that in Texas?
I think so.
I saw somebody post that on their story, and it literally said, not even feels like, but outside was 109. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering what their feel like would be, or their UV index would be. That's ridiculous.
I don't know, but all I know is this Texas heat is something different.
I don't think it's gonna compare to Texas heat, to be honest. I don't know.
I want to see what's in Texas.
Like, where is that shit at? Exactly. Cause I'm curious. Because if it's like Arizona where it's just hot.
But it's dry. It's not the same.
Definitely.
It's in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
6 hours away.
Alright, that's terrible. That sounds like close to Midland, right?
Where is it by? It's by Odessa, Midland.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Spring.
I don't ever go in the area. I know.
I was about Lubbock. Texas. But yeah.
But I never went.
I was like, this is horrible. That's probably why we're tired.
I'm glad I never went to Texas Tech too. Too damn hot.
Being out in the heat, back at work, we start school on Wednesday. Jeez. And then,
it feels like it though.
It does, and then being out in practices, 4 to 6 p.m. So literally at the peak of heat, you get back to the house, you don't want to do nothing, man.
Go to sleep.
Exactly.
Take a good fat nap for 2 hours and then wake up like, damn, I got so much stuff to do.
Exactly.
I think that's what messed me up today. I took a nap before coming on set,
Same.
and I was like, I woke up not even knowing that I was actually tired. So if I would just stayed up instead of taking that nap, I think I'd be better.
Probably so.
Same here. I messed up eating before too. I'm like, God damn it. Ate and took a nap. Yeah, I did that.
Boy messed around and caught the itis, huh?
Yeah, I caught a quick little itis, man. Sweet potato fries be too good.
Boy, L had his folks in town, man.
Yeah, they came out here from Detroit. We got to see the house. She got the lady, got her parents, and my parents came together and saw the home that we're staying at. So looking forward to it. It's just a matter of time. I think we close on the 15th, so 2 weeks.
Ooh, damn, you right there, man.
You excited?
Yeah, you keep asking me that. I'm like, I'm not like super like, oh, let's move. Yeah. I'm just more like, can I have it how like Chris got his setup? Like, he got the TV, he got the couch, and he's already moved in. I'm just ready to be moved in.
You're pitching the organization.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm just ready for this to be over, go to work, and get back on my routine. Cause like, I'm cutting, but I wouldn't consider myself cutting because I had so much stuff on my plate. So I'm like, whenever I had sometimes I had to just get some food in me. I would just have to get some food in me, and then I gotta get back on track and change my gyms and go in a whole different direction. So
change your gyms.
There you go.
What you mean change your gyms?
I'm leaving Alpha Land.
Lucky motherfucker.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm still in contract. I don't know when my contract's up, but
if you I believe it's gonna be February. I think it's the same for all of us because
when we started.
Yeah, when we started. So that's when it's over.
I know what I'm gonna do, but
lucky motherfucker.
But no, yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to Lifetime. We went over there to Lifetime in Cyprus.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It's cool. Yeah, I got that.
They put to Lifetime over where my parents stay too. John is big and new.
Oh, they do probably have a Lifetime in Pearland?
Nah, Missouri City.
Missouri City? Okay,
yeah.
Oh, it is that one.
Oh, yeah, the one in Sugarland right there?
Sugarland.
Nah, not Sugarland. There's one in Sugarland off 59. They built another one over going towards like...
Really?
Yeah, going towards Pearland, but you gotta go towards Sienna in that area.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at that, man.
Because I know about Pasadena over there in Katy, Cypress, and then the one City Center, one on the Sugarland. I never knew about that new one right there.
Then they got Greenway in the downtown one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do have that downtown one. Too damn bougie.
Yeah, gyms, but I mean where I'm at, where I'm located, I mean Alphaland's gonna be the move until either I move again or I just decide to make a move somewhere else. But thinking about it, that's in the cards probably.
I'm gonna come back though, like every month and a half too. Time. Saturday on Sunday. But they day passes are $40.
I thought it was 50 now.
From the beginning? Oh, ain't no way.
It ain't worth it, bro.
$50, I'm not paying $50 because then you paying $25 a piece where it was what 25.
Yeah,
I was paying a little bit less than 15.
If you add taxes, 27. So yeah, but I think if you add taxes on that 40, then that's why he probably said 50, something like that.
Probably so. I mean, either way, we done got more than enough experience in there. We know what it is. We know what it's been like. I think we all kind of evolved and have grown past it. Now it's time for us to kind of settle down, chill out. Maybe it'll help with what we're about to talk about today. My mindset, since people don't like the way I am, whatever. The fuck, me and my business mind. But
That's crazy.
so it was good in your. What's going on in your world, bro?
I mean, my world is nice. It's chill. I guess being a hoe, it's not bad.
Oh my god! I thought I heard that wrong.
I was like, what?
I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm just chilling out here, having a little fun. I think I ain't gonna lie, kind of about ready to
Settle down.
go back down because
Oh.
I'm tired.
That boy, he's on that post clear.
But
now.
the thing is, if I do that, my time is gonna still be like small with the window of me being with somebody 3 some hours. I'm like, that's nighttime basically.
I'd just be like, man, I wonder how it would be if I was single.
And that's another thing. Not living together either. Definitely not gonna live with me.
That boy said he's scarred. He not letting that shit happen again, huh?
Yeah, not for a good long while.
Yeah, you got at least shit. I'll give you advice that I ain't even take. So. I was about to tell you something that I did not even take. I was gonna say you need at least a year or 2 before you move in.
I say,
I said, we have to do that.
Okay, so hey, I didn't take my own advice either back then. So hey, look, you ain't the only one. I say 6 months now. That's how long I say.
And I tell people not to listen to me because to listen to me, you gotta be wired differently.
You're a robot. You gotta be AI to listen to you.
Fuck it, man. That's
That
what
boy go through every statistic and then be like, I got it. Nah, I know what I mean.
You have detected a malfunction in your relationship.
Welcome to my life. Welcome to my brain.
This
The
shit's like TSA.
the inner mechanisms of my mind are in the negative. So.
TSA line.
TSA mind, bro. That's exactly what you got.
That would be super militant. That's why we're about to go into this.
Yes, indeed. But you know, last thing before we get into the show, we was at a different locale. We back at the main hub today. You know, what y'all think of the change of scenery?
It's cool, you know, back to where we initially started. But what I was telling Obi and Trey last week was it'd be dope just to have different sceneries each week and kind of give a different vibe. Or if we have somebody on the episode, like go to their little, like on a roof or something, or rooftop or like a bar somewhere, that'd be kind of dope and just get us out there more, I think, in person.
Most definitely. So we plan and we strive to make that happen, keep on expanding the footprint and the DNA, you know, kind of trying to spread all around, but that's for the weeks to come. We'll hit y'all back for the episode, man. 4 Insight, let's get it.
It's just different.
Hopeless at one point, and they have an opportunity to make you go harder, make you get in that booth and just really express that hopelessness. Like, man, y'all don't understand. This is like, you know what I mean? You dig from a different place. That bottom of your soul, that pit, where you felt like the shit was, you know what I'm saying? You always wanted, but it looked like it was just not gonna happen.
Shit, in your mind it ain't gonna happen, shit, it probably won't. I took some risks, some people probably won't. That's how we're grateful for the fruits of all my labor. Hard to live and know you sick, I'd rather be with my creator, think the times.
Welcome back to another episode of 4 Insight Podcast. It's your boy Mike Obi.
It's your boy London Overture. What's up, my guy?
How about it?
It's your boy Trey Garrett. What up, y'all?
Cool.
Fellas, y'all good?
Man, we over here tired, but we're gonna wake up.
I'm on edge right now.
On edge.
Yeah.
I'm looking back. I ain't gonna be like this tonight.
Tell me why you're on edge.
Because I'm about to be interrogated.
Yes, sir.
By who? Don't be nice interrogation. I'm just gonna ask you why.
I'm getting interrogated
I'm gonna be an asshole.
by the council apparently, but it's all good because I like it. I want all the smoke. Y'all don't usually get talking over every week, so anyway, well, we're gonna start this episode off obviously. But before we get into that, a lot of y'all watch the podcast and don't subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel. Keep messing with us and keep expanding the footprint and the DNA. Keep on letting the movement be spread worldwide, man. Subscribe, man.
It ain't that hard.
Hit the like button, subscribe. It's not that hard.
It's a press of a few buttons. Not even a few. One. Alright, I'm done.
Straight up. But what we're gonna start off this week is kind of picking it back off last week. We got into it a little bit, and Elle and Trey have been taking exception to the way that I'm wired and the way that I see dating, especially, but even life. Apparently, I'm too much of a robot or whatever. I don't got no soul.
You don't give second chances.
I don't give second chances. It's very rare that you'll ever see me give a second chance. So
Rare.
you know, well,
Such a shame.
what this episode is going to be strived for. We've done this once in the past with Lon, but now we got all three of us here. It's all in the spirit of really being able to hold each other accountable. So, Ellen and Trey are going to start off with their questions, and we're going to get to the bottom of why I think the way that I do. So, let's get it.
Why you build like iRobot?
Oh, I'm going to be like, what do you mean by that?
Nah, I'm playing. I was just joking. But you're like an AI, so I wanna pick your statistical brain on this.
All right.
Let me see where I want to start on you. If you got something on it, go ahead, go in. If you want.
What the question will be is what angle will we want to start? Will we want to go into the Obi? I think the only thing Obi is closed off on is the dating aspect of not trusting. He has to see your true
You're heavy on that, especially
intentions,
in
which you should be, but he really has. If he has anything that's left, like there's 5 things he needs. He
5. No, that's not 5. Like it's 3. Like it's like a cut dry.
I think you should get like 2 or 3 things in initial, feeling like okay, she has 2 or 3 things that checks off the box, but she don't need all 5 in the beginning. What my question to you is, what when you go into a situation, why do you expect the woman to have it all together? Because she can be. I think women think like you. All of them try to say he has to fit all the boxes. But you're saying like, okay, she has, which is both true. But I think both parties should say they have characteristics and traits that I like. But I'm gonna keep seeing where this is going. My question is, what makes you stop it?
What makes me stop it as far as what will make me not want to talk to a woman anymore?
Yeah, if she has like 3 things that you like, but you see a couple things that you just don't like.
So it's a 3 out of 5, and then you just completely cut them off.
I think that's spelling, huh? It was a 3 out of
5 to 60%.
It's 60%.
You just answered the question right there. That's what I will say, right? And tell me,
yeah, right. You give a best of grade number, dog.
Yeah, man. I don't grade on a curve. This ain't my school anyway. But bottom line, I think how I'm wired is I give everyone a fair shake. But especially when it comes to a woman, first and foremost, think of attraction. Do I find you physically appealing, right? So I look, okay, she's cute, right? I'll do the work as far as, okay, if I think a woman is attractive, then hello, how you doing? And then however that interaction goes is how it goes. Whether it's, hey, I thought you were appealing, I thought you were stunning, whatever I say that comes out of my mouth, bottom line, I do the work as far as being able to show interest, right? If she reciprocates back or she's open, like she smiles, it's the little things of, does she smile? Does she give to the conversation back, right? I think the main thing in my life experience is that a woman who is interested, even the slightest bit, will give something, right? The women who are lukewarm and kind of standoffish, to kind of retreat back, those women aren't into you. So for me, it's very much cut and dry as far as what attraction looks like versus not looks like. I think where that stems from, to answer the question, is it goes to, I've been the type of guy where I was a late bloomer in dating. I had to figure out how to interact with women, how to date, how to get out my shell. So with that, you learn how to be a friend first. You learn how women think. Girls tell you how they think when you're a friend to a lot of girls growing up. So you know what their mindset is largely. They give you the blueprint, they give you the DNA. Well, if I'm attracted to a guy, this is what I think, this is what I do, versus if I'm not attracted, I'm gonna do these things, right? Prime example, you know, if they're not attracted to the guy, they don't make themselves as available than if they are, right? Oh, okay, this guy asked me out and he's kind of cute, you know, but I just I didn't have the butterflies downstairs, so I kind of made myself you know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe we can get to the verses. Oh no, I like this guy, he's hot, he's whatever. Let's make it happen, let's make it happen. Or why didn't he ask me out? You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of, I believe I know when a woman is interested in you or not. So for me, it's all about efficiency, time, and energy. I say to myself, I'm busy enough, so I don't want to waste my time or the woman's time.
So do you think you can warm that woman up? Because not all women, there's a lot of stories who would be like, I did not like my husband at all at first. And he just...
Yeah, he kept kind of
He
pursuing.
kept pursuing me. He kept going.
Don't you?
Now look at us. Do
So,
you think that's capable for
yeah.
you to do? Well, no. But...
Like, because at the same time, even then, I speak on the woman's side of this, they do want us to pursue at the same time.
Sure. So there's a difference between pursuing and chasing, and it's a fine line. Can I warm a woman up? Yes. Right? Can I and do I want to? I think is where the line gets blurred. What you guys observe and what a lot of people observe is this guy doesn't want to try to warm a woman.
Right.
And I think that there's some truth to that. At this stage of where I'm at, what I prioritize is my career and me trying to build my business up, me trying to build my hobby up. So the time it would take to try to warm a woman up, I have the most patience for it. Doesn't mean I can't do it, and it also depends on my attraction level. Like there are certain women where I look at them and I'm like, shh, yeah, nah, I'm gonna have to. You have to keep on chiseling away.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though. So what was I gonna say? Dang it, bro! I gotta. I'm just trying to think about it.
No, okay, so even if you see them and you see that they have a hard demeanor, but you go up to them and like, you know, let's say for example how I would go up to a female and it's like, you know, excuse me miss, I ain't want to interrupt you. You go to them with like an off-site, like soft tone, and then actually know, and automatically they just snap out of that hardness and be like, oh yeah. So wouldn't you want to just do that, like just try it out instead of you just saying like, oh no, she's hard, like, nah, let's not do that.
100%, and I think that's part of the reason me being a fragrance business owner has really helped me get out of that. I'm much more mild-mannered now than I was back in the day. I mean, y'all can ask Trey, you know, us who do this fragrance stuff all the time, y'all can ask Elle. I've had to realize, like, I've had to not necessarily have more patience, but not always judge a book by its cover. We always talk about as men, especially us as black men, we don't want to be judged by the way we look, right? I know what that's like. So I've seen hundreds of women where it's like, she looks like she don't want to be bothered. Well, I live better with myself actually going up and seeing rather than thinking and assuming. And that's not fair on the woman. She could have been having whatever type of day, she could have been locked in. I know how I am, especially in a gym setting where, you know, I'm about my work, I'm about focusing, hustling, and then all of a sudden, all it takes is somebody just coming up, oh shoot, let me snap out of it. So it's the same thing. If a woman I'm there who I see has, you know, I'm intrigued, I'm interested in, or, you know, I feel like she's appealing, then I'll always be like, okay, let me do my part and let me see what's up. Excuse me, ma'am. First thing, like, again, she might do this, or even if she gives me a smile, how you doing? You having a good day? You know what I'm saying? And then from there, it all just depends on how that interaction goes. If she says no though, cool, hey, thank you for your time, have a nice day. It's always have a nice day, whether it's she takes to me and she gives me a number or Instagram, whatever the case, or she says, hey, I'm not really, you know, no thank you. It's have a nice day no matter what. I learned not to be so outcome dependent on every situation. I think that's the one thing that a lot of men get so tired of. Man, this one said no, so not every chick's gonna say no. Nah, man, it's, hey, you do what you gotta do to put yourself out there. You pursue them, but you don't chase them. You don't go around chasing the tail in terms of saying, man, well, she didn't try it this time, man. Okay, let me circle back tomorrow. Let me circle back the third day. Let me follow her on Instagram. Let me do this. Let me do that. Only to get nowhere with it.
Now, if my question for the playing devil's advocate is saying, what if we have a gang of women saying, has men lost the act of the art of learning how to truly pursue and chase a woman for a long period of time? You get a lot of people on Twitter, men act like women now, like they're supposed to chase, like we're supposed to chase them. In reality, we're supposed to chase them, but a lot of men don't chase no more because they're like, well, we have clout. But see, I'll let you answer that, but I can chime in and say, I think it's such a thin line because, yes, they're right, we're supposed to chase them, but at the same time, they made it so easy for us to like get them just by having materialistic things. It threw off everything that I would say personally to make it be like, okay, well, I don't feel like I have to chase you because now I just got to go chase a bag, get some jewelry, get some clout, and then I have to. So basically, what Obi I think is saying, or that I'm getting from it is, okay, you're not interested in me right now. And I'm not gonna fault you for that. Have a good day, have a blessed day. I'm just gonna work on myself. Now, if I blow up, if I get big, if I go to where I know I'm gonna go, please don't change and flip because I'm not gonna forget that. But then, see, like I said, it's gonna mess up your head though. Cause I used to think like that.
Like I should see that. That's like it's not a celebrity mindset. It's a mindset of like of when you actually have something and you don't know who you can really trust at the same time. And that's very understandable for sure. Now that's where also I always keep saying that we always keep saying is to vet that woman, train that woman also. Not even train her, vet her out and see exactly what she really what she really not want, what she really values. If she has no good moral values, then that's out of there for sure. You can peep that.
What are good morals and values?
Family. You're financially responsible. You're looking forward to having your own family at that too.
Loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty as well, and communication as well.
And loyalty to me is not just about not cheating. It's about honoring your partner, right? If you hear someone talk, like, I love what you talk about with your girlfriend Kat, where it's like, look, if she feels like anything would embarrass you based on y'all's communication, she's not gonna even let that be a thing. And I love and respect that because you see so many people let their partners be embarrassed and they don't do nothing about it. So it's standing on 10 in terms of saying, look, I'm with this person and I'm gonna honor and respect them at all costs, even whenever they're not looking. You see what I'm saying? That's what loyalty looks like to me. But to your question you asked, or to the point about men have lost the ability to chase. What if I flipped it and said, well, women have lost the ability to make themselves available, and that's the problem, right? That it's not a matter of men not knowing how to chase. It's men will pursue, but women don't also know how to play, don't know how to do the dance, don't know how to do the tango. Of saying, okay, this man is trying to pursue me, he's trying to ask me out, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to guard myself in terms of saying, he could be weird. I'm not sure about him, so therefore, I'm only gonna give him little bits and pieces and expect him to keep on going for that.
Well, that's why I can break it back and say like pretty much that's when you know how to definitely talk to that woman, especially too, because they will end up doing that a lot of times. But it's like you got to bring that out of them. Like you got to bring out that just like talkative tone with them. Now, of course, you'll have your rare exceptions of ones who just like straight up like no,
right?
Period. But there's most of the time you have women who actually like can have the communicative talk. It just take like maybe like what a couple of days and everything like that with them.
And that's the thing. Like I believe that I have the patience to be able to play the long game, and that kind of surprises people. Like in terms of breaking a woman down or bringing that guard down.
Long game. You don't give second chances.
Yeah, I don't give a second chance once I've asked people out, or if I've already tried going out with you, and then it's like, oh well, we're gonna reschedule. Cool, we'll reschedule. But like as far as the effort I'm gonna give is not gonna be the same. That's where I'm at with second chances. But in terms of okay, if I see someone I'm interested in, okay, hey, first thing is if we make eye contact, head nod of acknowledgement. How you doing? Right? Second day I see her. Let's say it's at the gym. Second day I see her. Hey, how you doing? Let's say she says hello back. Hey, Mike, Obi, whatever. Nice to meet you. What's your name? What's your name? Huh?
JD.
Hey Jenny, nice to meet you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then what came to
So,
click.
Day two, and day three. What's up, Jenny?
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, you remember my name? Hey, good to see you. You know what I'm saying? This.
So she, okay, back. So she, so you, that's a good characteristic to say. I could pick up. Okay, she remembered my name. She acknowledged her. So what if she just super? That just goes on forever. If she's just friendly.
She's friendly, but like again,
But
if
she
there's
doesn't-
progressions, like I can
Okay.
gauge on. Okay, we're progressing somewhere. As long as we're progressing somewhere, I can work with that, and that I can respect. Cause I understand, like you're not gonna go ahead over here like, oh my gosh, Mike, nah, I'm not expecting nobody to do that. But as long as we're getting somewhere gradually, I can respect it. That's what pursuing to me looks like. Is a woman is like she's not gonna give it up all at one time, but she's gonna give as long as you're trying.
You know what I think the method is?
Hmm.
And maybe this is what I was single that I did.
You made yourself.
What I did was, maybe it's a horrible thing, like I would portray myself as who I am to women when I was single and I was them, but I was never forceful, but I said just enough in every one of their ears to know that I'm still here, but I worked on my craft and I just did my craft. But I wouldn't completely, if somebody because I'm kind of like, when I get pissed, I just never talk to you again. But I stopped doing that, and that was
I did
like,
that to a couple already.
See, but when y'all do it, it's okay. It's okay when y'all do it. It's a problem when I do it. When I do it, it's
no, we're not talking
Well, no.
I always do.
I'm
Like
saying-
nobody, you don't give second chances.
I'm saying
No, with yours it's a little bit different because you off rip just like
yeah.
just completely cut them off like no matter what like
Off
we
rip,
like
I do that. Off rip, I do
You sound
that.
angry. You didn't do it.
like
I'll
no,
say you do it in the first. It might be the first time you might give her another chance. She can't get another one of that. If she gets one more, she does it again, you're just okay.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want, I will say you're teetering off, like fall off, but she still can pull you to the other side of the teeter top. But like, what I would do if that happened is, okay, the second time she did it, all right, I know how you are. If you tell me let's hang out, I'll probably say yeah, but it would be like really like cruel. Like she's like, oh, I'm here. I'm almost there, and I would just be getting ready. So I would be showing up late, but like it would have to be. I would still respond to that person and be like, I would just pump their head because I'm like, you don't know what that person is doing, so I have to play you because you might try to play me, and I'm not gonna let that happen. So
This is the delicate difference of how I'm wired. Okay. For me, it's two scenarios, but we'll use the same person. Jenny, since her name is Jenny, right? What's good, Jenny? You thought I was-
I thought you said somebody for a little.
I'm like, you got a example for real? Don't do that.
Nah, never that. Let's say, okay, hey, I asked Jenny, yo, let's meet up. Yeah, okay. And then, Jenny has to reschedule. Oh, hey, sorry, I gotta reschedule. Cool. But then that's it. Oh, we'll just have to reschedule, but she never makes it. Like, there's no effort, there's no communication on, oh, okay, like anything else, just left that we'll have to reschedule and I can't make it. No problem, right? And I just move on. Like, versus, hey, I can't make it today, we'll have to reschedule. I'm available during the week, during these days, at these times. Let me
So
know.
have a solution.
Have a solution.
Let me put that in there real quick. They're never gonna have a solution though. You have
It's
to
not
come
the
up with
solution, but it's an option.
But option,
of
yeah.
saying, hey, I'm available this week or these days or these times.
Right.
They can do that, and a woman who can't do that, like, you letting them slide by too much. Like, honestly, in my opinion, like,
I agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
but-
gotta give to get to. Like, just like with us as men, right? If we couldn't do something, we're expected to say, hey, hey, my bad, but I can't do this, but I got this.
Yeah, okay.
As a compromise, right? It's all about compromise.
Don't just keep saying we're gonna go to dinner and then say, oh, when the day comes, I can't go. It's okay. You just bullshit at this point.
You know what I'm saying? That's the delicate difference. It's not about me not wanting to give them a second chance. Like, if obviously,
You just wasted my time.
you just waste my time. Like, obviously, if I'm attracted to them, I want to actually spend time with them. I want to see. Clearly, there was something there that they were willing to say yes. So there's some type of chemistry there now. Whether their chemistry was lukewarm, that's where you go to. Can you open them up? Can you build it up? Like, there's only certain, like, I'll go with that as long as they show an interest to be built up or to be opened up, right? But to me, when you say, I can't make it, you close yourself off, like, to any opportunity of that happening, right? Versus saying, hey, I actually like him, but I just couldn't make it today, but I still want to see if we can make something happen. Or can we have chemistry? Do we actually like each other like that? You know what, let's see if we can make something happen.
I can see what you're saying.
That's all my approach is, that I can give second chances as long as
they say like, okay, I can't make it, can we do another day?
Yeah, as long as they put themselves
at least if you say that, if you say that point. If you don't say that, then it's like,
listen, look, one thing I've learned, and y'all can tell me if y'all disagree, ladies, if y'all get wind of this and y'all hear it, y'all can tell me if y'all disagree with what I say. I realize that when a woman likes you, she'll tee it up for you. You just got to be able to hit it out the park. But if they don't put the ball on the tee for you to hit it, there ain't nothing to hit it. You just swinging at nothing. That's the way I now got it, right? If them putting the ball on the tee is them saying, hey, I'm available. Them putting themselves in your line of sight. Them being around you, them making eye contact. Like, they do the subtlest things of being able to put themselves in the position to be pursued. And then it's on the guy to pursue the girl. To catch it. It's on the dude to hit it off the tee or not. If he doesn't have the balls, or if he don't have the gall, he don't have the confidence to say something, that's on him, and he gotta live with himself with that. But if it's a matter of the dude tries to take a swing and then you retreat the ball back, or you say, nah, I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's also, as a guy, we have to make our own tee at the same time. Like, we have
what does that look like?
I
might agree, but I want to see what that looks like.
Because I say, like, how, like I said, when they start off hard and everything, we have to make it to where we have to break them down and, actually get them to give us an alley-oop and everything. Because at the same time, they won't ever sometimes, not even sometimes, a lot of times get that chance, or a lot of guys won't notice that the woman is giving them a chance to talk to them and everything, because so many hints it's out there with a woman of they're let's say hair back, whatever, eye contact, hard eye contact, anything like that. They'll, like, a lot of guys won't pick up on that. So what they end up doing is they just like, okay, shut it down completely. But now it goes on to you and saying, like, okay, she's seeing shut down. Okay, let me see if I can just take that out of her and just like communicate with her like on that.
Sure, and I agree with that. I think for me, where we differ is that my vision of a guy setting up his own tee is him building up the courage to say something at all, right? Now, where I will put it on the woman is to say, how do you take that interaction? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I know, or I believe that it's all going to determine, like, their effort level is dictating, like, okay, how attractive they are or not. Could they be the type of woman that she maybe sees you as a 5 or a 6 and I can develop into a 7 or 8? I think that's where you're talking about. That's where you got to break them down, you got to open them up, and you got to build them up.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the T, is for, I see both sides. You have to, because I'm not about to keep just, if I'm telling you I want you and you're still pulling with that ball, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I see what Trey's saying is, if you set that tee up, and you have to realize, women get, in my opinion, they get their heads blasted and boosted by so many dudes. Like, it's so easy now on social media to swipe up and type something. So their DMs are flooded. They go there every day life, Target, HEB, the gym, work. Guys look at them like cat call, whatever. So they have so many dudes, so it's so many like options. They're trying to say, what makes this guy different? I think that's what makes that T. And saying like, okay, he might have said something I like, but I'm not gonna break my poker face because I've already got hurt multiple times. So I'm gonna keep this poker face up, and I'm going to see how consistent does he want it, because maybe they might put you in that category because you're not even this guy of the guy who just want to get one off, and then if he don't get it quick enough, they gonna just say, oh, he just wanted that, so he's not gonna be able to pursue me. But at the same time, if you're like, if you give me the chance to explain that, you will understand me. That's why I'd be like, I used to hate, because I'm like, once you get to know me, you're gonna rock with me. but you just make me mad because I'm not even that type of person. You already kind of putting me in that lane because I think a lot of women are emotionally unavailable.
A lot of times off bat, let's say what I would do, if, of course, like especially if I'm like first talking to a female, instead of me texting like everybody usually be doing, I will voice message you. I will. It's not that it's like I have the balls to do it. It's I don't have time, and you're gonna hear my personality throughout this this time where we're sort of texting in a way and getting to know each other. Because then you'll see, okay, no, he's not so much of that type of guy and everything. He actually has some charismatic to him. And then when we always mingle together, it's like, oh no, he's still that same guy. And then I will make my intentions clear on like off bat at the same time, like saying, okay, so what is it that you're looking for? Okay, you looking for that? Well, look, I'm looking for this. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I'm not trying to play with you. I'm not trying to play games. This is what it is, and that's what it is a lot of times.
I love both of these points, and I think these kind of address a little bit of what I think about, like what you brought up. I like London in terms of, I think what I've ended up having to do is adapt to the time. Like we live in a social media era, so like you said, a lot of women we come in contact with, and people have talked about the environment that we find ourselves into, but even still, us being in a social media age where women are getting the DMs flooded, all type of guys are approaching them, trying to get at them on a regular basis. So it's almost like they put that poker face on them, saying, "Now let me fill this guy out, and let me see if he's going to be willing to chase." For me, I'm not like everybody else, who's going to be willing to chase and dog and pony show and all that. Nah, man. Like I respect myself too much to let myself play like a fool, in my opinion, because like, look, it's not about me not wanting to pursue, but I know that you probably will have all type of guys, coming at you. Maybe if you don't, then what is it stopping you from making yourself available? Right now, that can be something that can be talked about and negotiated, but a lot of that will come out with my personality because the fact that a man is trying to pursue a woman. I hear a lot of women talk about men don't talk to women, men don't approach women no more. But then whenever they get a man approaching them, they want to be standoffish. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's, I think, the one thing we're talking about. Like, you can't say, I want men approaching, but then at the same time, when the guy does approach, if it's not the type of guy you want, or just in general, you try to play him off.
Really boils down to.
Yeah.
They say they don't know why guys are scared too. So any guy is thinking like, oh, that means you just want somebody to be confident, come talk to you, I'll go do it. But they're like, if it's not the person they actually
if it's not the one I want, then
they're gonna just end up sliding.
It's like on That's So Raven, bring that show up. Raven had that vision about the dude who she went to the dance with, then she's like, here come all these guys trying to come at her, and it's like, but he's not the guy I want, the guy for my business. Like, look at all these opportunities that you kept yourself missing out on.
But you're so worried about a damn dream.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think we're at, where it's like they get so caught up in, if it's not the dream guy, the top guy, the number one guy, then I don't want to give nobody else a chance.
And what's a dream guy? What would be your definition of a
6 feet, at least 6 inches, 6 figures, and if he ain't, that's the minimum threshold from what a lot of women talk about. And if he ain't got them 3 things, it's like, I deserve these things, period. And if he ain't got that, then I don't look at him the same. Like, I don't even see him more time than not, right? And then, depending on where the woman is in life, maybe those things can be negotiated. A lot of it, like we talk about, maybe her life experience says that I've been hurt by the top echelon guys, so then I'll date someone less. But then where they have to be careful, or where guys have to be careful, is not getting with a woman who feel like she's settling for a guy. Like, I want to be with that guy because I feel like that could be a good catch and a good option. I see the value in being with a guy who just makes an honest living, who earns an honest income, and pays his bills, and he's going to be able to treat me with love and respect, right? As long as a woman is appreciative of that, and the guy comes correct too, he appreciates and he respects her, then I think a relationship can be had. Where it can't be is a guy enters an interaction with a woman resentfully or bitterly, and then he takes it out on his partner. That's not fair, that's not right. And then the woman doesn't try to play some dog and pony show thinking, oh, well, he has to keep me, he has to do everything I say, or else, I'm not gonna really give my all to him.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I say a dream guy is a tall guy and a guy that will fix a lot of females' problems. And console their insecurities.
That sounds like it.
Hey, that's kind of that's not kind of that is what it is. Because at the same time, they'll consult like a guy who console their insecurities and a guy who's like big on
consult their insecurities. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone who they
that's
can,
exactly
and depending on how extreme it gets, it's almost like
and that's sorry, and that's
siphon.
not sorry to say, but that is true.
It's like depending on how severe it is, it's also a guy that she can siphon energy from. Like she's just a siphon. Like I'm gonna take all the things, all the positivity.
The vampire. Got the whole vampire.
Is the relationship gonna be mutualistic or is it gonna be parasitic? Is it gonna be the type where she's just taking from you and she's not giving it back? You know what I'm saying? That's what they think that dream scenario is. A lot of them, right? But the thing is like look at the women who are in healthy relationships, healthy marriages. It's not perfect, but one thing that you can say is that they know how to balance and compromise.
They know how to communicate. They know how to be actually and not consult each other's insecurities. They know how to actually communicate on their differences and where they can come together from. A lot of what it is nowadays, they'll like you'll have guys and girls like comforting each other and their insecurities, but not actually have a plan to come together to fix these things.
That's it. And I think the other thing is like not having these like I love these interactions of us coming together and us holding each other accountable. Like I think that's a major thing lacking is like a lot of guys aren't holding each other accountable, saying like, okay, you want the baddest thing, you want a 10, but then you understand what comes with getting a 10. Yet you have the finances. Have you worked on yourself? You take your appearance seriously. You take your hygiene seriously. You take your look seriously. You take your perception seriously. Your optics, like you know what I'm saying, like having guys hold you accountable in terms of saying, nah, man.
So you have to have all of those characteristics to get a 10 of looks.
Yeah.
That's where my anger comes.
Why is it angry? Because if you think about it,
that's what it equates to.
Yeah,
it's to everything
the top
you said.
10%. It's that top 1%. I mean,
but it's like, what if that guy looks good as well?
What do you mean?
Like, say this guy looks good.
He's a 10.
He's a 10.
That looks good and has all that.
And but that's still how you have to get the 10 is having those other characteristics. Yep. And that woman that's a 10 doesn't have to have anything but the looks. That's what angers me because they're like, I want a man to take care of them.
Yeah.
I want a man to take care of me, and then do the things that a man does. But if a man sits there and says, this is what we're doing, it gets looked at as, why are you controlling me? Because it goes down, look at the Tillman Fertitas, he has a mistress. Look at all the rich people who have something. It's like, why am I following? Basically, the wife's going to end up in like the 30 or 40 years of the marriage. Like, I've had no say in this marriage. I thought this is what I wanted. Now I'm 40, 50 years in the marriage. We have kids, they have kids. And I never had a say in the marriage. So
you
it's
think
like
a 10 looks the same with a man and a woman?
No.
And that's the thing. And that's the counterbalance.
I hold our 10 higher though.
Because at the same time we have like the reason why and the reason I agree with Lon. The reason why I agree with that is because at the same time we have so much more on our shoulders than a woman does. They'll have the standards of keeping themselves looking on their shoulders, but we have the world to watch around for at the same time and also watch for our people.
Because it's like a 10 and a woman. The 10 and a woman, to me, okay, it depends how you look at it, a 10 or a woman. I don't know what each man has a different 10.
Yeah, that's true.
In their eyes, like some people think the Kim Kardashians are
Megan Good.
Some people is a 10. Yeah, some people think the Megan Goods or them are 10s. To me, I fall more into the Megan Good side because like I like Kim and Kylie and them, but it's like now I put my 10 into how you was raised.
Them bitches was built. I don't want no built bitch. There's a robot bitch.
But that's. I was watching YB's ex, Young Boy's ex, and she's with DeJounte Murray in the NBA now. I thought she looked good. And then she walked on her podcast, and this is not to her, happy for her, whatever, if this ever did, but her bottom half just wasn't what I personally like. So for me,
Look like Whitney Houston.
I mean,
I'm sorry, so sorry. What's her name? One who's always on that damn show talking crazy. Looked like almost like a man with an upper body.
I said that. Her bottom half was just very plastic surgery, which is cool, but that's 70% of the women now. 60. I say 40%. 30 to 40%.
It's a very high percentage of them
have something done.
Yeah, have something done, and that's where you become low grade to me. Very low grade.
I mean, where can I get in on this? I think a 10 to me has to have both the physical and the mental for me. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like you gotta look good to me. Your body has to be proportional, like physically, and it's not a color thing. Like it's like you can be whether you're Asian, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, blue, white, pink, yellow, whatever the case. It's like, look, as long as you look physically appealing to me, that'll only get you halfway there. That's at least gonna give you a fly. But then what's your mental like? What are your values like? Going back to, do you value the things like family? Do you value respect? Do you value building yourself up, mental resilience, and things of that nature? Those are the things that'll make a woman a 10. A woman who like has the I'm a dime, so nope, you gotta go. Like, and those are the people who I take, like, I have the most like towards. You know what I'm saying? Is those people who don't know how to have respect, like. You know what I'm saying? I can think however I want to think about myself. I'm still gonna treat everyone the same way, with the same level of respect, because I want to be treated the same way. So no matter what I think about me, I'm always gonna say, hey, I'm gonna respect you as a human being. All I want is that you give me that same courtesy back. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make it work. But you know, I think so many people think, oh well, everybody, I have the leverage, I have the higher power, I hold this, I hold that, therefore everybody has to bow to me. And I'm like,
if you have too much I, there can never be a we.
Exactly.
Because I mean, like, it's like at the same time, like, you know, you hear so many females saying, I'm a bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch.
Oh, I hate that.
And like, I hate that shit. And
that's so crazy you said that.
Because
that's like my biggest pet.
Like that's like I hate, like I love like a kind of like I love the confidence. I love like a little bit of the ghetto-ness and the fun, like, because it's fun to be around. But if you keep saying you a bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch, then that means you care more on self. You are self.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna say that, oh, I value family. But you keep saying you're a bad bitch every single day. I'm tired of hearing that.
But
you're not
you know where that comes from though? It comes from them, and I'm not saying this is everybody in the world bit by bit, but if you go by statistics, I think men and women are both insecure, but I think more women are insecure.
Yeah.
But everybody's influenced by something. But women will come back and say, we don't say nothing when y'all have y'all young boy music and you got the John Morant's acting a certain way. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. So I always so that's why I say it don't fall into every girl, every boy, but like the Megan Thee Stallions, the Kim Kardashian. Megan Thee Stallion started saying I'm a bad bitch. So that summer was like when she was making all that music. That was the summer that all the girls who said that they was still in college. Now they was in our age group. So now you hear more of that. I'm this, and like Nicki played the part. Cardi B came into it. That little whatever stuff they be doing. Like
the Ice Spice and everything.
Yeah, like now Ice Spice is up there. Lotto and stuff. So it's a bunch of people who portray, but
Lotto's in that too?
Yeah. She does.
Oh.
What are you talking about in that song?
Well, no, not the song.
Oh,
how she acts.
I wouldn't say she's as in it as them how she do it, but I mean I think all women now like I promise you, if we all open up our Instagrams and scroll 3 swipes, we'll see ass.
Okay, that's okay. That part. All right.
So to me, I think a 10 goes off of that could be somebody's 10. Somebody could want a 10 like that, and I'm all for it. If that's what you want. That's what you want.
To smash
my 10 is somebody who is very God-fearing woman.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to do nothing bad.
How God-fearing? I'm talking though. So I dealt with some God-fearing.
You might have to start taking that that out. We don't want to say that.
I'm like, I love God fearing, but how much?
How strong are we going? Okay, so I'm gonna get on to the next topic of what's next for Obi, as far as the stick. Because we played the game of last season of what you said about women.
Yeah.
And we put this season up of what you said about women. Would you say there's growth?
Yeah, I would. Because I would say that it would, I mean, the core principles and the core belief is the same thing, but in terms of how open I am, I would say that's different. That's changing, right?
Yeah, I've opened yourself up a bit more.
Thank you ever so much for acknowledging that.
He loves it. He said I had a co-sign.
I mean, because I'm thinking about, yeah, yo, I said, boy, because, oof, my God. I had to bring that shit out, you boy.
I mean, like, in terms of how I looked at life last year, it was very much, I would say it was very much a primal thing. Like, hey, A plus B plus. Now it's like, first off, I think me growing and working on myself and actually doing the work internally, like a lot of it I'll take accountability, like in terms of, hey man, like once you put yourself in the position where it's like, hey, take care of your body, take care of your finances, get up out of people's house, like get on your own. Now there's a level of confidence that you built up for yourself where it's like, look, if you can't take this package as it is, then you're just not the one for me. Right? Versus old me would have been like, man, shit, it's all on women. I would have been a little bit more.
Every woman is the same.
Yeah, I'd have been like, everyone's the same, and I probably would have deflected a little bit more. Now I'm like, I done took accountability. I'm taking care of what I can take care of. Now, I know in terms of me internally, I'm way too introspective, and that's the part I'm still trying to work on as far as saying like, man, look, you don't gotta be perfect, and you don't gotta be the finished product right now to find a good woman. I think that's the part where I'm at now.
That's true.
Being in my later 20s and like, bro, like my mom is telling me this shit, like date more and it's okay and out by yourself.
I have a question though. Would you date a woman who lives with her parents?
Yeah.
I heard that. All right. So you said yes. You said no. I want to hear why you said no.
Yeah, why did you say no? I said let's just do
it. You're just not mentally gonna be where I'm at. Because I'm taking it from the aspect of you have not taken that leap yet to know if something hits the fan. Have you paid some bills? Have you done some things? To me, I look at it from perspective. Am I going into the house me? I'm going into buying a house?
Yeah, you're going to you right now.
And I would have to hear the story.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay,
why is she still with her people? Like, is it just...
I can see that, yeah.
Did she have a rough patch and she had to come back home? Okay.
Is she in school? Did she decide to go back to school? And I'm back in school, so because I'm back in school, let me just stay more.
Or she's just working and she's at her parents' house.
Right, and her parents still pay for everything, like everything. Yeah, but I just live at because then where we get with that type of woman is what's mine is mine and what's yours is ours.
That's a self.
You know what I'm saying? That's a self.
That's why I asked that question because I'm trying to see like, do y'all want a self? Because that's technically a kind of a self. Because
there's worse things to be. There's worse things to be than just like, oh, I live with my parents.
No, that's up there.
Wait. So what's worse than
if you stay with your parents, you're in school, you have a job, you pay for your own thing, like your own groceries.
You have your own car.
I won't say nothing to you.
Your own groceries. That's another step too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I did that at my parents' house. Like I did my own groceries, y'all.
You cook at your parents' house, like you make food. Like you're not bumming it.
Yeah.
It's like
you're not bumming it. Like your parents just saying like, you know what? We live here. We have so many rooms or something, and it's like we have this space. We would like our privacy, but we know we won't let our son or daughter get back on their feet. Stack up. You just whatever. I would have nothing to say about that.
Absolutely.
But if you're working and you're like, I didn't go to school, or I'm just working, and I said my parents no.
I'm a bad bitch too.
That's a no, but yeah,
that killing me.
That
because there be some women that I do know, and then I know their personal life, and then when they do post that on their story, I'm like.
So then flip it, like, okay, for me, something that would be worse, something that would be worse, she can move out, but let's say she's in a slum, she's with roommates, has bad habits, right? Like doesn't keep her place clean, like is dirtier, like pigsty, doesn't take care of her car, doesn't pay her bills on time. You know what I'm saying? Like you independent, but you not being responsible, right? If you're independent but you're irresponsible, then that's almost worse than if you have the self awareness to say, okay, I decided to invest in myself by going back to school. I'm paying for school, but I'm just going to take care of the little things as far as staying with my peoples, right? Rather than saying, okay, I'm going to try to work and go to school and try to pay rent and try to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. If you can have the awareness to say, my parents are willing to work with me, I'm going to take, like, they're going to help me with this burden, and in turn, I'm going to help them around the house, whether that's, if I still have siblings there, hey, I'll make sure to take care of them, I'll make sure to give them rides to school, practice, pick them up. Hey, okay, we're low on groceries. Hey, I work, so I'll go pick up some groceries for the week. I'll maybe cook for the week. Like it's all relative on what are they doing in that situation, right? If they're just bumming it at their parents' house, but they live with their parents, I'm not gonna rock with that. But if they're independent, but then to your point of I'm a bad bitch, I'm a city girl, ended up, and I'm just out wilding, or I got somebody else paying for it. I got another.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
I got some sugar paying for it, but I ain't rocking with
Not
it.
even sugar, another nigga, period. I'm like, nah.
That's what I'm saying, like any of that.
I don't mind the staying with a roommate.
Yeah, the see.
I don't mind that, but I do watch it. So I'm like, okay, that means.
Doesn't matter if it's guy or girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
I wasn't even. That's how.
But that's what I mean.
I don't even think about the guy gonna be there.
Yeah.
I think like that, and y'all say that I'm wired weird.
No, I'm saying that's not even like in the option to even have a guy roommate.
Exactly.
Because I see you with that. I'm done. But then what I do, and maybe I'm judgmental, but I'll be like, okay, nobody wants to just room with anybody. So I put in my head, I'm not gonna ask you nothing about your pockets, but I'm gonna just watch you and be like, okay, something's tight. Something somewhere in your thing is tight. Well, that's fine, but I'm gonna watch you how you make your moves. Are you going out on Monday? Are you going out on Tuesday? Are you going out on Wednesday, Thursday, whatever? Are you eating out? Are you doing this? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm saying these are just habits that I see. And if you do that, I'm just jotting them on the notebook.
It's all in the vetting process. So to me, that's not judgmental. That's you vetting them. That's you being mindful and calculated. Me being a calculated ass person. Like that's how I'm gonna.
Robot.
Hey, fuck it, man.
Because I was like, what I think is like, you're not taking. Everybody can sit there and say, I don't make that much. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
But at the same time, it might management. If you can't,
prioritization.
If you can just pay for your bills, your car, food, and a little bit of entertainment, maybe say, you know what, I might cut back that entertainment and just save for this year. This might not be my 2023 or 2024 might not be my year to have fun. Maybe by me sitting out these 2 years, 2025 and 2026 would be when I go up and do that. Before you know it, you'll get there before. Think about COVID. That seems like it was 2 weeks ago. But that was what, 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
And it's like it was hard at that time, but say people planned for this, like in 2 to 3 years, I want to be here. And anything that we got from stimulus to, unemployment plus the additional things that they was giving us on top of that.
I didn't get no stimulus check.
So like if you got a couple of those, or if you got whatever and you just kept stacking and work this and this and this, and there was programs around that time where there was like companies like, we will pay for your rent. It was a lot of stuff that was going on. We just have to like really look it up.
They had that because that's what.
There was so much. So it's like even now without COVID, if you have a plan now and you're making 50, 60, 70, and it's like, to me, I would just take off 2023 to do what you're doing, 2024 to do what you're doing, and then by 2025, hopefully I got a big cushion. Like now, I've saved so much, I can buy me a house, or I can do this, and then you can stay there for another 3 or 4 years, and then do it again, and then by that time you're gonna be ready to be like, okay, I'm only 33, I can get me a family.
Great.
Yeah.
It's the long game.
So question for y'all. So I think part of my introspection, going back to your last question on how are you different from last year to this year, was the ability for me to look and say, okay, I actually first off took the leap of faith to start the business, right? And in that I understood what the sacrifices was, which was the fact like I had to take 2023, possibly 2024 off to build everything up, right? Now, one thing I told myself was that might mean that dating has to take a back seat, right? That was me trying to be self-aware in terms of saying, look, you're investing in your business, you're investing in the product, you're trying to build these things up, you're trying to hustle, you're trying to work full time, then you're trying to do podcasts, and you're trying to build the business up. All of that being said, I know that there have been people and there are those who are stuck in mindset. You can still date, you can still get out there, you should still prioritize time to do that stuff, right? Or even my thing of like me being in hustle mode, a lot of women wouldn't understand it. So where do y'all see, I mean, that's my truth, and I'll go further into that if y'all want me to, but just on that statement alone, do you see the growth, or do y'all think,
I see both sides. I would start off saying it depends on the woman you have. Mm-hmm. Because what you said earlier about consulting their insecurities, it ties back to that. Because if you have a woman who is installed with herself and is comfortable in her own skin and knows if she went through that insecurity phase somebody else and she built herself up when she was single to get strong and secure in a relationship and actually was healthy to get back in one, I think you should be able to date and still do your business because she knows the end goal. Yeah. Now you have somebody you have to consult their insecurities all the time. It's going to be hard because she's not going to get, you know, babe, I'm doing this for you. I'm busting my ass to work Monday through Sunday, endless days from 4 to 8. And it's going to take these for 3 to 4 years for us to get into this that we see. And if you don't understand that and you're like whining and nagging and I get it, there's sometimes I have to step aside and get out of work. But my majority of my focus is to make sure you're taken care of. Yeah. This is going to take a 5-year plan. And if you can't do that and you're whining, that means you're not seeing the end game and the vision, and that's where me and you are going to bump heads, and that's when we're not going to make it because you're basically saying, you need to see me, pick me, touch me, hug me, kiss me, give me sex. Okay, yes, but at the same time, if I don't come pay these bills or do something, you're going to be looking at me crazy. So.
And then, and also it's like, you know, if you trying to come to me like, oh, what about marriage and everything? Like, you know, we should have been married by now. We should have done this by now. I'm like, look, we have things we have responsibilities we have to take care of. Bringing marriage and all that stuff is not going to solve anything. That's just another add-on now. And what did that add-on help with? Nothing. We're still in the same place in the same area where we've been in. So what changed?
Because other people are doing it, and everybody goes off the timeline of their life. Like when we was kids, everybody wanted, I don't know what was hip back then, it's been so long ago, or high school, I don't know what was hip, but whatever that girl or guy was doing that everybody looked up to, everybody wanted to do it. And then college, whatever was cool back then. I noticed that in college, that's the only thing I can remember. Girls, depending on who you like, girls liked frat guys at first. Then it got cool again to be an athlete.
Yeah.
And then everybody who had the athlete jock look, every girl wanted them. And now it's going towards, now I'm in a different city, Houston. If you're fit, big, lean, you have a chance to get all the girls. So that's, to me, in the lane that I'm in now, you have to have one of those, something significant for me to be like, I want to talk to you. Because all girls want is somebody that everybody wants.
That's it. That's a bar. That's real.
That's a real one.
I'm glad y'all brought that up because, I mean, that's really what has gone through my mind in terms of y'all getting that peak and what is going on. I'm like, I'm of the mindset that a lot of people won't understand the grind. Like, understand, like, hey, everything I'm doing is to create a better life for myself and obviously my partner, right? So these days of having to get to 4 to 8, can you understand that that's what it's going to look like, right? Like, it's not, I don't want to make it work. It's not, I don't want to be with you. Just understand, like, I'm trying to hustle. And in hustling, that means I got to sacrifice, no complaints. I got to do what I got to do.
I told this to y'all before. It's like, can they take only seeing me 3 hours throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take that, then guess what? It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. And that sounds cold. Oh no, it doesn't have to be like that. I'm like, yeah, it does.
It does.
It does. Because what I can't do is I can't sacrifice my purpose, for anything, or I can't put it to the back burner. Because the second I start doing that,
We're gonna be. There's gonna be something else.
And then it's gonna be something else.
And
You're
it's
gonna
like,
sacrifice.
you lost your ambition. You used to work so hard. Now you're
just lazy. Yeah.
Well, did you see the things that made me lose that? You asking me to do all this stuff, and my dumb ass following that shit at the same time.
That's the word to use, because it's like I told Cal, I'm like, look, I'm glad you came when I got a job, I have this and this, and I'm already whatever. But there's been times where I felt lackadaisical, because like you have to go towards a woman and really give them what they need. But I told her, I gotta get back on the road. I can't. The person you fell in love with, I gotta maintain him, because that's what I was doing before you met me.
Yeah.
So I can't change that now. You gotta be on my side. You can't be like, where am I at? Where am I attached? No, you have to be comfortable in your skin. You know what we bring to the table, what I bring to the table, and then on days we have a talk, like Saturday and Sunday, that's just for us.
Yeah.
Or Sunday, that's just for us. Like, have a plan of when it's just us, no phones, no nothing. Like, I want to start enforcing that when you get in the house. Like,
you have to.
On a Thursday or Sundays, let's turn our phones off, and it just.
It's important, bro.
My dad, like, he was very big on, spending quality time with us whenever he had the time to, like, especially on weekends, because he didn't work. So he would always say, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of work in the morning. He'd get up early, go exercise, and then, once a month, hey, let's all go out to eat as family. Or, I remember when I was younger and I was a kid, like, after my brother and them left, it would be like, we do yard work, but then that would be our time to, like, chat about life. And especially as I started getting older and I started understanding him, I would literally, like, I always talk about Grandmaster and student. Like, I'd be like, hey, Dad, I'd ask him stuff like, did you always want to be married? And then he'd be like, well, yeah. Like, and I'm like, well, why? And it'd be those type of questions, being able to ask him that type of stuff. I was like, your relationship with your dad, what was it like? What was it like with your mom? What was it like with your siblings? And like, having those moments to be able to have that quality time. First off, it's important because it helps you kind of bond with your parents, and you build those memories up. But it's important even being in a relationship to like have that like time to be with each other, because then it's like you don't feel like, oh, we grew apart. Yeah, you grow apart if you never are spending time with each other. You never get to understand. You never understanding what each other's going through. Like, that's where like the relationships fade the most. Like, you gotta allot that time. It don't have to even be a lot, but it's gotta be efficient.
Yeah, I think I've never really had that conversation with my pops, but I think you do need to have those conversations to kind of get a steer of what you're looking for, so you can kind of pick up on it. And the older you get, like I remember you telling me last year, like you're doing yard work with your dad, so that turned into like a bonding time, and then like you get to have talks about this and this, but you also can. The game hasn't changed. That's what I was gonna say. As much as we want to say it as, like, we have social media. I do think more girls are more into plastic surgery, but as far as sleeping with men, I don't think that's really changed much.
The game is the game, but to bring a basketball analogy, they just renegotiated a new CBA.
Yeah,
that's it. It's
literally
different contract, different extensions, different rules, different
rules,
just different things.
But it's still basketball.
Yeah,
it's still
the fundamental, like 10 commandments. 10 commandments are still there.
The fundamentals are the same. You still gotta have confidence. You still gotta work on your stuff. You still gotta have money. Money is a thing, right? So like motherfuckers would think, oh no, I don't gotta have nothing, but then she's still it's never gonna be the case, right? But the key thing is that you can't expect somebody else to do the work for you. You gotta do it on your own, and you gotta build yourself up. You gotta build confidence up, and you have to go through things. You have to go through trial and error, heartbreaks, pick yourself up and keep on going, and not be so resentful or don't live in the past. I think that's another thing I had to grow from in terms of me. This year, last year, like I feel like I really did the work of saying like the past is the past. It is what it is. It's all learning experience, but I keep moving. Now, part of me growing and learning from my past that what happens for me is my core values become much simpler. So in terms of like y'all think I act like a robot, is because it's like, okay, this, I've seen this, and this usually equates to that. I do that a lot, you know, and that's where I can be a little bit simple in the way that I think, and that simplicity can come off that this motherfucker rigid. Probably is the case, but you know, that's where I stand on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're stuck in your ways, but it's not. Now hearing it again, I understand why you're stuck in them ways. I just ask myself, are you gonna do it more? So what's the standpoint? And you don't gotta go into it if you don't want to, but like, are you looking to date now? Are you wanting to be single because you are in a business mindset, or you're just letting it come? I know you're gonna say you're letting it come, but I don't even want you to answer that question.
No.
You don't want me to answer the question?
No, because like at the
I
same
don't
time,
even want that to be the answer because I know that would be the easy answer.
that's what everybody will say. So what is it for sure?
I'm in a business mindset, but I understand that like part of me being in a business mindset also could be finding a good woman, right, who can alleviate a lot of the burden. See, like I don't look at dating as such a chore anymore. It's like, look, it's a good thing. Like people who know me know I'm all for people finding love and happiness and finding a partner, right? I just say I just don't rush it, and I vet people, right? Some people don't want to be vetted; they just want you to go about it blindly and just go on blind faith and trust them offers. I'm like, nah, man. That's where I'm not wired. But you know, in terms of saying like I would like to date, but I'm not gonna make it something where it'll come at the sacrifice of my purpose. That's where I stand on it. I'm all open to date. Dating's a good thing. Being around women is a good thing. Spending time with women. I like spending time with women almost more than like a lot of dudes. My homies is different because like I fuck with y'all, but like dudes, just like girls, can be just as cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen it. So when you find women who respect you, then they're good hands.
You guys should learn some good things from some good women at the same time.
It's all about good hands, good people, and then for me, finding a good woman and dating a woman. And I think I'm like, I was never the type to want to slut around. I wasn't raised that way, one. So it's like, I'd rather find quality interaction.
What you trying to say, dog?
I wasn't raised to
You
slut
trying to say
around.
like it's bad that I was raised like that?
No. I'm saying what I am. Shit.
Nah, boy.
Nah, you see what I'm saying?
Nah,
I think that does get misinterpreted. Like you're not just trying to smash me on purpose. Like, I mean, I think you're attractive, lady, and if you do that, we do that. But if that's not what we do, then it's not what we do. And I think that's the part that gets misconstrued.
I was at that point.
Huh?
I was at that point.
What you mean?
That was like,
What's going on with you, Trey? You say you tired of the single life.
Yeah, what's up with you, man?
So I was gonna get both of y'all. You know, I got Obi a little bit. We almost done, but I wasn't gonna leave with you saying I'm kind of tired of being single and I want to go back.
Yeah, that boy want to be in a relationship, man.
You been single for how long?
huh?
How long you been single?
It's been like January. So what?
8 months.
8 months now? Yeah.
He ain't making 8 months.
Damn,
He ain't
bro.
making 8 months.
Yeah, man.
That's
8
how y'all
months.
know this other green side ain't.
Nah, it ain't green. It ain't green on the side like that. I mean, it was for.
It's just fun not having to answer to nobody.
Yeah.
Being single is cool when you can enjoy your own company. That's really what it is for me. Like I can enjoy my own space, but it's also good to be with a good human being too. Like, you know,
That's what I'm just trying to find. Like really now, it's like I'm not really trying to find if it. I want to just have this other person with me and just like, you know, okay, so, and you are with me for like, you know, with my values, and at the same time you don't trip on me with me like, you know, being out so much like that because of business wise and stuff like that, then I'll take that. But if I'm not trying to go for a female anymore of like, okay, smash and then I'm done, and then like it's getting annoying to that point. I got convenient box on the side, But like I'm tired of that convenient box because like at the same time it's nothing. It's just box. And like all right, I waste my time and energy. Now what's next? I need to go home to get some sleep and wake up the next day. Like all right, man. I'd rather have somebody I can have some conversations with and like actually be there with me and actually give me some good insight instead of me just keep sleeping around with so many different personalities.
I have a challenge for you because I did the same thing, and then it made me so unhappy without me even knowing it. Mm-hmm. Like if you just sleep with women or you get with women, like it turns into like a little game, mm-hmm. and it's like it's gonna get easier. You're gonna start seeing what you can get away with. Like me, I told y'all I wasn't proud of getting on flight benefits, getting free.
Hey man, I was really trying to get that.
It's cool, I guess, when you see it, because he's like, oh wow.
That's one thing I kind of
do it for you, but like at the same time, you start getting numb and you start thinking that there's no woman out there that'll be good. So what I think you should do is, I did it. It was hard. I went 10 months. Celibate and then do nothing, and then
who?
I went 10 months being celibate, and then I just focused on my
craft.
You
me to be.
Yeah, man.
How long?
You don't gotta be celibate, but
celibate. I say be celibate.
I say I have to go through the answer, but depending on how many girls you're talking to, cut it down to 3, 2, 1. I say 2. 2.
Well, 1 is hard.
1 is dating.
Yeah. 1 is dating. I'm like, oh no, nah, I'm not trying to do all that.
I say cut it to 2 to 3.
Yeah.
And then have a consistent conversation, but do the 2 to 3, the ones that you can see yourself sitting down with. And then I say take 2 months to have a field day of a gang of women, and then cut it down to 2 to 3 women. And then just text them consistent. It's gonna get boring, but that's when you can tell yourself, are you over that phase? And then if you get bored of them, you're gonna get bored in your relationship. So
alright.
So
damn,
that look was like, what the hell?
Because if not, you're gonna gonna just want to be single forever because it's gonna be so comfortable.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's what I was literally Captain ripped me out of being single. She was like, why are you still like? I'm like, what? I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm used to it. I don't have to answer nobody. I go do my podcast with Obi, and I get off when I want.
Yeah.
If we talk to 10, we talk to 10. I don't have nobody behind me thinking. I said, I just didn't have nobody to tell me what to do.
That part.
Yeah. But that's the only good thing. Other than that, it's not.
That's another thing I think that's another problem I have, man. I value autonomy a lot, man. Like the ability to be able to do what I want and not think being in a relationship.
But I think a woman that's, once again, covered her skin, she should know Beige is out there doing a podcast, or he's out there with his friends, let him have fun with his friends. Just don't come home at no 4 or 5, no 3. I say 3's latest.
That's almost like your cooking thing where I say those type of women don't hardly want.
What?
I said that's almost like your cooking thing where them women don't hardly exist anymore. You don't understand that, but
I'm trying to think of these.
I'm playing.
I'm trying to think of these views I can have. Just like, damn man.
Huh?
You serious?
I'm not serious. No, I'm joking, man.
Wait.
It can work, but
wait, hold on. Let me hear this challenge again. So you said,
however many are on your roster, cut your roster.
So how many you talking right now? Say for example 20. If not consistent, but just over whatever, then in a month or 2, I say in a month, cut it down to 10.
Okay.
Then the month after that, cut it down to 5.
Okay, then, first I got these talking about immediately cut it. I'm saying, damn.
I say easy. I say easy too, and then by like, what's the month? What is this?
This is August.
This is August.
September.
I say by November. When Thanksgiving's coming, Christmas lights is coming.
Oh my God!
Then you should be starting.
I'm gonna definitely have to cut that down.
Then by December, you might be like, you know what? I've really narrowed 20 girls down to 3, and out of the 3, I'm gonna take 1 out for dinner, and I'm gonna take 1 to Christmas lights. So let me give you an example.
Yeah, no, because
then you can see something deeper, and then be like, okay, I might take this girl. She's cool. She likes sports. She likes this. I take her to a game. And then she's like, you know what? Let me get the popcorn or something. Let me get this. You go, okay. She stepped up, wanted to pay for something.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start seeing her like, oh, let me see if she can come over. And then say she like, oh, I want to bring something. Like, what do you want to eat? She might just randomly say, what do you want to eat? Okay, I jot that down. You really care about me before you're coming. Say she comes to your house, you just see her just cleaning up your dishes just randomly, or she's just doing something. Interesting. And then she just start picking up at them. Okay, let me just give. Then you might be like, you know what? I like that you're doing that. Let me buy you some flowers or something. Then you start going into the talking phase, and then now you're just out of the single phase. That's the only way. Because if you just still stay a dog, it's so easy when you have good looks and we can get women. So it's like,
you know, it's funny.
You gotta pull yourself.
You know, it's funny. I kind of had that when you talking about the girl asking me what I want to eat and everything before she came over to my place and stuff. I had that in like the first few months. I was a hell of a dog.
You just wasn't ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was still.
There's so many women that I look back. I'm like, dang, I just wasn't like emotionally like ready at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't my time. So like.
All right, so I got till November then.
That's the same thing I would tell Obi, but Obi ain't even trying to take it. What you talking about? What's the last time both of y'all been on a date?
Mine was like last weekend. Last weekend. So.
Let's see here. Yeah, I've been chilling though.
Damn, dog.
See, because if you
Those are them second chances, boy.
second chances,
Give you second chances, you could.
That part.
Because you have no issue talking to them. It would just be a matter of you can't see their full personality and their lights because you're just talking to them maybe at the gym, maybe they don't want to talk and get their personality out. Then you might just get behind the phone, they don't know how to really text. But then you could go get dinner with them or eat or putt, whatever.
That's why I say
and then you would see a whole different, you might, damn, I did not know you was like that.
That's why I say I voice text like that, because like they'll
voice texting is actually really good.
That's like I talked to a homeboy of mine. He said, I don't know about doing it, but I said you'll see like a female see a whole new level of you, and you'll see a whole new, especially if they voice text you back. I'm like, okay,
Literally.
Then that's how I know this conversation can definitely go. We can vibe on this stuff.
Literally.
That's not an issue.
That voice, yeah, that's
like
actually
like that's my test of the most of them the same.
That's all I say. Like, y'all don't have to date nobody, but I think the whole purpose of dating is to like at least go try. Like I've had some duds. Like I got catfished by a girl at Papados. Like that was the worst thing.
At Papados? What?
I didn't tell you the story.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was not sorry.
Okay. All right.
I was single, and then what happened? So I was on Hinge. I was playing Call of Duty that day, and then I was just like swiping and then whatever. And then we was talking, and the girl on the thing, she looked decent. So I was like, okay. She was like, I'm bored. My friend canceled on me with her boyfriend. I've been wanting Papacitos forever. I'm not Papados. And ironically, I've been craving that forever. I was like, you know what? I'm about to go on. You trying to go? Cause I'm hungry. So I'm just thinking of hungry. So let go. She got there. She's like, I'm here. I'm on the phone. Like I see someone on the phone walking towards me, but this can't be her.
Cause she was like, ugh.
Ain't no way. Hey, little Neil just came in the building and just walked. So she walked. She was just taller. She was just a little thicker than I thought. It was pre-COVID. It was around COVID.
Oh, damn.
So it was just pre-COVID. Her that she had on there because she had a PhD. The stuff that she was cooking. I'm talking like chef level. I was like, there's no way.
Oh, she had cooking stuff that she had put on Hinge too as well?
Nah, you don't even. She put it on like her cooking stuff?
Yeah.
No, she sent it to me while we was in like the text. And, like this food that she was making was actually like gourmet stuff.
Damn.
So there ain't no way you like this. So when I got to see her, I was like,
You still go on a date?
yeah, because my mama raised me to have some manners, like still pay.
You had to.
So she was like, I
would do the same thing.
The fondue. I was like, she's like, you don't sound like you're too happy about this. And I'm like, I'm good. Like,
I remember this, bro. Like to be honest, I would still bring my personality out, but then as soon as they over, I'm like.
But the thing is, we had an agreement that we would go. Like she wanted to go smoke hookah, so you know me. I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, after that, I'm about to go do what I got to do. So when I seen that though, hookah was over. I was like, after that, I'm tired.
Yeah. I ain't going to that second place.
What I should have did though, she said, but that would be rude. She said I gotta go to the restroom. She didn't eat none of her food because she ate the appetizer.
Yeah.
I paid. The person came. My tab was like 112 before the tip. I was like, bro, you're killing me. So I was like,
So the bitch ordered some damn salmon.
but mine was the seafood platter, and then she ordered something else. So what happened was she went to the bathroom, had her boxed up.
Yeah.
I already paid for it. I should have just grabbed her food and said I just paid $100 for my food. that's what I regret. That came to my mind once I got to the truck. I said, damn. So we left. I was like, oh, I'm tired. She said, so you telling me you made me drive from Spring and we're not gonna go to the hookah place? I was like, man, I would, but I'm just so tired. I said, let me think about it. I said, why you mad? She said, you just made me drive from Spring. I was like, okay, let me think about it when I go to the truck and I come back. I'm not coming back. So after that, but I don't feel bad because as soon as I come out of the driveway, I go back on my Hinge profile and I click her thing so I can block her. She changed her pictures, but at least I had the pre-COVID girl. She just changed to a whole different guy or a whole different girl.
See why I said
So I was like,
securities?
so I said she's about to try to go to hookah with somebody and catfish them.
Yeah.
I got catfish them.
Insecurities, though. That's big ass insecurities.
That's my story of the day.
That's why, and this is another reason why I voice message, and I get them like, cause I'm on Hinge as well too, but I get them off Hinge like on the quickness, like, and then I'm like, all right, we gonna voice message, cause I'm gonna hear your voice, and I'm gonna see who if you really are this person at the same time, cause I'm not dealing with none of that stuff, and.
That was my story, but I just think y'all should try that and
I'll do that method.
and pick your brain start for a little episode from last week, but
You gotta start doing second chances now, man. So you.
probably just need to try.
So I got your first pick.
Huh?
Oh wow.
I got your first pick.
What you talking about?
You gonna get that second chance though, girl. We gonna talk about it off camera.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Nah, man. Alright.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm all day. Alright.
I'm down with the challenge though.
You down with that either?
I already got a few of them. If y'all watching, whatever, I don't care. I already got a few of them I kind of got in mind. So, all right, cool.
That's all I got for me. I did my little detective work today.
Alright. I guess I gotta give him a second chance.
Are you gonna do that though?
Yeah, are you really gonna do it?
Yeah.
The one you know who I'm thinking about, right?
Yeah.
You really gonna do it?
I will.
All right.
Hey.
All right. All right, let's take that deal then.
That's a bet.
It's a good episode though.
Straight up, man. Hey, that's a wrap. More Insight. Season 3. Court is adjourned.
Real soon, y'all gonna see a man who probably in a relationship, man, again.
Shoot, you never know. Everybody deserves to take a chance, I guess. That's the motto.
That boy, in his heart, he was like, man, I don't know about this, dog.
Nah, man, I told you this season 3 season 2 Mike don't give second chance. Season 3 Mike, I'll give you a second chance.
So season 4 Mike will be what?
Shoot, season 4 Mike, depending on what happened with.
No. What season 4 Mike going to be?
Relationship style.
Yeah, let's put it out there.
What you talk?
That would be.
Yeah, what is season 4 Mike? What y'all?
I say season 4 Trey would be a relationship. What season 4 Mike gonna be?
Season 4 Mike could probably be in a relationship too. I mean, shit.
Nah, we ain't gonna do no probably. It is or not, bro. Let's say that now. Come on.
I'm speaking absolutes. Alright, bet.
Look here, you AI. Come on.
Artificial intelligence.
I don't like being shamed. I'm not trying to.
No, it's not shame.
I'm trying to make y'all trying to be like females and shame me into being in a relationship.
Y'all suck me in this. I don't want to do it.
No. Season 4 Mike, man. Hey, depending on how this second chance goes.
Nope, not dependent.
Y'all niggas here.
I'm putting you on here, boy. Come on.
Alright, bet I get to you. Season 4 Mike will be in a relationship. There you go. Alright.
He just lied to y'all. No, he do not want. He don't trust nobody.
Yeah, hey, do I trust anybody? That's a different thing of being in a relationship or not. I've been in a relationship. Shoot.
I will just.
You won't trust him at all. That relationship gonna last a month. He's like,
He's not gonna be in a relationship, but
I ain't like this at all.
No, I got faith in you. It's It's just a matter of letting that
Anything is
guard
possible
down.
in the words of
Yep.
KG.
It's the Grand Canyon, but I mean, shit, still.
Huh?
Overall, it's like the Grand Canyon, but you gotta at least break it down.
What you trying to say?
Going in your mind, it's gonna be like, damn, I'm still falling. Jesus Christ, this boy mind is so deep in here. I can't. There's no
It's
emotion.
gonna be a woman though. It's gonna really fuck you up.
You gonna fuck me up?
I'm gonna say, damn.
You sure gonna fuck me up?
You had one.
You're
to
gonna
almost
think there was no way a woman could do this to you. That's when you're gonna be like, fuck, I can't control my feelings.
Yep, because that is out there.
So that's what women gotta do with Obi. It's gotta just really just
But don't yell.
kicking his door down.
Don't yell.
Yeah, don't yell.
Don't yell and don't kick his door down because he is gonna
If
immediately.
you kick his door and like coddle him and say, I got you, Obi will open up.
Okay, yeah, that part.
He's gonna be taking care of like every man.
That's it. That's it. I ain't asking for much. Just love
I
and
believe
respect.
you right. Just respect me.
Yep.
Love and respect. That's all it is, man. And then, hey, this is before I could be in a relationship. There you go.
That's all I wanted to hear. I appreciate that.
Hey, we'll catch y'all next week again. Subscribe, follow the episode, man. We bringing these gems to y'all. We're bringing all type of content. We're bringing boys. It's just us coming together, putting our minds together, being vulnerable out here.
The way he said it. Being vulnerable, yeah, I guess.
We'll catch y'all next week, man.
Feet on the ground with a prove you wrong mindset. I'd rather go out on my sword than have my mind tapped. The ones with eyes can never see, I make the blind clap. I'm bringing back that type of sound that once defined rap. Divine rap, homie. Yeah.